It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 136 yards, and a touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, "Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball."
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. On the counter, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't. When they decided to run the football, they just swarmed and stuffed them.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
I don't care who you put on him.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They hand it off to Portis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Starr. He's got Mason complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Starr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Starr. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first and 3's in. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And that will get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his... Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline...
Step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Following the fumble recovery, Starr, and Thomas has it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 8 catches, 58 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game. And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 29, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Jackson. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the
coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Not much there, only a yard. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw again is Jackson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now here come the Ravens. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time down.
And he gets this one just short.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, ask him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, here's Portis. And they'll check on his status when we get back. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it here with Portis. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Here's Portis. And a broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, Starr. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a carry for Portis. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Starr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it here with Portis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
From the gun, Starr. He finds his man, complete. It's Mason. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Mason. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Starr. And it's caught. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He finds Smith out of the backfield. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll be taken down, but not on before they work it across midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Josh Allen. 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Matthew Stafford's thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Falcons. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Star. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run on 3rd down with Portis. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Throwing on 1st down. Star. That'll be caught by Rice.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Off play action. Star. He's going to go up top again. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. For a right side here, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They go play action with Jackson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 47. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Jackson to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Baltimore, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3.